three, roll camera, two, action. Hello, hi guys, welcome back to the show. It's been a great week for the Arsenal. It's been a great week in terms of football. Welcome back to the Dial Square Football Show, and we are here back with another episode. I do apologize for the episode that was supposed to come out last week. There was a huge mistake that has happened during recording. That is why it couldn't be edited nor be uploaded on YouTube. So I apologize for that. Today we are doing a new format that I feel is much more appropriate for the fans on YouTube, because we are not so known on in the YouTube scene yet. So if we expect you guys to watch about an hour and a half of our faces and our opinions, I guess it's very unfair. So in that way, we've cut down in what to do and kind of improved and try to be more efficient with it. That is, we give our 2 cents about our Arsenal game, talk about a few hot topics, and obviously the most exciting part of it, give our match predictions, because that's where we'll get to know who has better ball knowledge. Anywho, let me introduce the co-host as usual, my good friend Salman.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. It's been a great week for Arsenal, as my friend has already touched upon. As usual, you know that we begin this segment with a fun fact for the day about Arsenal or related to Arsenal. So I think this fact will be a very good one for a lot of Arsenal fans. So our famous rivalry is with Tottenham, and it's the North London Derby, but the interesting fact is the area which Tottenham is, the Tottenham location in North London, used to not be a part of London before 1965. It only became a part of London in 1965. So technically, Tottenham has never won the league as a London club, and technically, Arsenal is the only London club. Was the first London club to do the double. And even the claims of the rivalry that they encroached upon North London doesn't make
Hmm.
sense now, because it was not never a part of London. Where Spurs was before 1965. I guess it's a funny fact, and the funny thing is it became a part of London on April 1st, which was April Fool's Day. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's a fact to cheer up all the Arsenal fans. Not that we need cheering after the week we had.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Arsenal 5-0 versus Burnley at Burnley's home. Previously, it was 6-0 thrashing against West Ham. It was absolutely incredible how Arsenal are playing. We just want to give a 2 cents about it and not go too deep into it, because let's be honest, Arsenal are in form, like red hot form. Like how people talk about how Rashford is always in red hot form for about 2 game weeks, and that is it. I Arsenal have been in red hot form for about 5 game weeks. We've won 5 games in a row. We've absolutely dominated and thrashed. So I feel that the major improvements that we saw post Dubai the post Dubai training session is that I feel a lot of Arsenal players are like more energized. They feel they want to do a lot more for the club, and I feel majority of the players, that is our playing 11, have no injuries, which brings to the point where we are able to play the same 11 from West Ham and even Burnley. I do not know when was the last time where we played without any changes in our starting 11. Either it's like Jesus coming, Jesus will be off the bench with for Eddie because Jesus is not fit, or we had Odegaard injured, so Smith Rowe used to start, or Jorginho was injured, so we had to start Havertz. So it was always a mix and match. But for the last 2 game weeks, we have been consistent with our playing 11, so that has been a huge plus point for Arsenal. Apart from the point where all the team members are rejuvenated and want to do a lot more for the team. The other point that I felt was kinda great to see, not from the players' point of view, obviously, kudos to all of them, but it's also for the fact that how Arteta has finally has gotten it right regarding his substitutes. The way he brings on his substitutes when the game is already dead, the way he brings on the right substitutes to impact the game when needed. Like if we go back to the Liverpool game, where majority of us were like, why is Arteta removing Martinelli already? But guess what? Trossard came on and was almost an instant impact. He almost scored. He almost assisted for our fourth goal. Yeah, it was a menace. And then the last two games, he saw that the game was already done in the first half or in the first 50 or 55 minutes. Yeah, we can all cry that, oh, Saka had two chances to score a hat trick, but it was always great to see that Saka is getting 20 minutes break, 20 minutes of rest in the West Ham game and 20 minutes rest in the Burnley game. So that is it is absolutely really nice to see, because our next game is against Porto. If we win there and probably create a statement, it will send huge waves in our potential pursuit to get uh, the new number 14 that Arsenal always wanted, Kylian Mbappe. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just probably just saying a bunch of things just to entice the fans and all that. What are your 2 cents, Salman?
Yeah, I agree with both of your points. The Dubai break certainly helped, and we are much more
Mm,
energized now. And also, yeah, the subs by Arteta, the situation of the games helped, but yeah, he got the subs bang
mm,
on in the since the break. My first point would be that the striker debate of like, do Arsenal need a proper striker?
mm,
I don't know. These last few games, I agree it's with West Ham, it's against Burnley, but the system we have developed with Havertz and Trossard, you can remote Trossard, put Jesus, anyone like, but they're interchanging the flow, the way Havertz moves, the spaces he creates, whatever the reason. It sometimes I feel that might be counterintuitive to what we do as a team. Like suppose we sign an Osimhen or a Tony, and sometimes I feel it might take the onus away from being an interlinking team, and we might start focusing too much on get the ball to the
mm,
striker, get the
mm,
ball to
mm,
the
mm,
striker. Maybe that mentality might settle because obviously Haaland has been a
mm,
success at City, but there are games when you see when Haaland has an off game, City struggle to score.
mm,
Like for example, the City game yesterday,
mm,
Haaland had a off
mm,
game and City couldn't score,
mm,
and they needed a deflection to score.
mm,
So that's what I feel. It might be create an opposite effect that okay, maybe we got a striker who creates 20, who can score 25 goals a season, but maybe it might bring down the play of the rest of the team.
true.
If the ideal scenario would be if he is a player like
Mm,
Jesus or like
mm,
Havertz who can interlink and be
mm,
clinical. That would be ideal.
mm.
But yeah, those are very rare players to find, to be honest.
Correct.
But let's see. Maybe it's an interesting debate in summer. We'll see what Arteta
Oh, yeah,
does.
summer will be
But yeah,
interesting.
certainly
Very interesting.
it's exciting times regarding the striker position,
Mm,
and I'm pretty sure I trust Arteta to get it right.
mm,
But yeah, the second point I would like to say is uh, the second point I like to talk is I feel uh, till the March international break
mm,
and from now till the March international break, I think this is the season defining period for all the top three clubs because one thing is City is tough run.
mm,
City is going. Manchester United has come back to form.
mm,
We know, and they are always good in a game where they're the
mm,
underdogs, where they can come and attack you in the counter. They have to play the Manchester Derby on 3rd
mm,
March. Then they're going to Anfield on 9.
mm,
They're facing
mm,
Brighton, and then they're facing us, and they have already dropped points to Chelsea
mm.
now. So I think this period is going to be really
Yeah.
interesting because Liverpool is also having some injury
Mm,
issues. They have been playing good,
mm,
actually, really
mm,
good. And so in this scenario right now, if City even wins the game in hand,
mm,
and Liverpool and City draw at Anfield,
mm,
and
mm,
we win out,
mm,
we go top.
mm.
So because our goal difference is really good now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. City and Liverpool can make that up in a game easily, but but I'm saying a
Mm,
scenario. So
mm,
it's going. I think now is the defining period of the
mm,
season. Um, we need to stay within the touching distance in this
mm.
period, uh, and then it might fall anywhere in between these three.
True.
To be
True.
honest, honestly, this is the period where we need to capitalize because we have, I think, the toughest ending period of
Mm,
anyone in the top
true.
three. We are going to Spurs away. We are going to United away in the last two, three
Yeah.
games. Uh, it's a you can we can dream that okay we might win the title at Old Trafford or we might win the title at White Hart Lane, but realistically those are uh,
Yeah.
maybe just dreams. But
Mm.
we never
Mm.
know. But realistically, it's difficult.
Mm.
This season has all the makings of going to the
Mm.
last game with three of them involved.
True. True.
Uh, because right now, even if City wins the game in 100, there's 2 points
Mm.
between all three of
Mm.
them. So, yeah, hopefully it stays this close. Last year we were there
Mm.
and then we dropped off towards the end. Hopefully this time we don't drop off.
Mm.
Yeah, we can talk about this in the our segment, what about the realistic
Yeah.
ambitions we have.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, this is a interesting period. It's a bit of it's a bit nerve wracking for the fans
Mm.
of these
Mm.
clubs. But if you're a neutral, it's going to be hella interesting what is going to happen
Exactly.
in this period because uh, a game or two dropped here and there,
Mm.
and then you might be potentially like if City lose at Brentford, they're 4 points behind
Mm.
Liverpool, and they're 2 points behind
Mm.
us.
Yeah.
This the permutations and combinations are superb, and yeah, this is why Premier League football is another
Today,
level. You
this
see the
season's Premier League is just crazy. Like how you said, like Chelsea, today's game, Chelsea getting a point at Etihad could could mean a lot in the end. But yeah, well, there's a whole lot to see, like you said.
yeah, and the flip side is Rodri's goal might mean so
Hmm.
much in the end of the
True.
season.
True.
Like if Chelsea win that, even if City won the game in hand, they'd be behind
Hmm.
us. Yeah, so that was a big goal by
Hmm.
Rodri too.
Hmm.
Like and Liverpool would be almost 5 points clear
Hmm.
already if City lose that could.
Hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, Premier League is going to be really interesting now. And you know, I have people are a bit superstitious about Arsenal fans. They don't want to speak too early. But I have a special feeling about this season. I feel something might happen this year. Honestly, I feel last season was more about when will we slip
Huh.
up? Even the Arsenal fans, in their back of their mind, they were like, okay,
Hmm.
it's too good to be
Hmm.
true in a
Hmm.
way. It was last season,
True. True.
but this season is more like we are there on
Hmm.
merit. Like I think we deserved last season
Hmm.
too, but I feel this year we are a proper team and we are actually sustainably there. I
True.
feel
True.
so. I feel there's a special feeling about the
Hmm.
season. Uh, Champions League is also it's I think in the last 10
Hmm.
years, and I don't mean it in a
Hmm.
hyperbole. The Porto away game is probably the biggest game in Arsenal's last 10 years or 15 years history. Because if we go there and yeah, it's all good being good in the
Hmm.
Premier League. We were good last season,
Hmm.
and but if we go there and do not perform or show the
Hmm.
levels, it's a question mark on the team.
Hmm.
Like, okay, these guys can go and bully West Ham or Burnley, but when it comes to the big guys in the big
Hmm.
games, because Porto is not a small club. So
Yeah.
let's not get anything wrong about it. A lot of Arsenal fans are expecting us to slap them up, but it's not going to be
Hmm.
easy. Porto is a perennial
Hmm.
Champions League team, and we are not. We are playing our first knockout
Hmm.
game since seven
Hmm.
years, and the last knockout game we won was 10 years ago or something. So not even 10,
Huh.
maybe 2010 or 11
Whoa.
or
Huh. Huh.
12, 11
Hmm.
years
Hmm.
ago.
Hmm.
So it's a long time
Hmm.
ago. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure on that game, and it's not going to be as easy. So yeah, I think it's one of the biggest games in Arsenal's recent history, and I hope the boys turn up. And as I've said it to you, if we win,
Hmm.
I think it's half the tie is done
Yeah.
because I don't want us to take the pressure to come
Hmm.
and win at home. Let Porto come let us give that pressure to
True.
Porto that come and win at our
True.
place.
True.
So yeah, interesting times for Arsenal and for the other
Hmm.
top clubs. Yeah, so really looking forward to this time, especially during till the March end to April mid.
Hmm.
It's going to be super fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I like your point where you said, we sort of finish our business at Porto by winning. But yeah, we should not bring back pressure at the Emirates where we'll have to again expect the crowd to like push us and do the thing. But yeah, if we get a win at Porto, I think we can finish it off at Emirates by playing how we are. So I mean, Yeah, this brings me to the next point, to the next segment that we want to talk about, the hot takes for this week. Salman, do you have something that you want to discuss about?
Yeah, so I said it in the previous segment, but yeah, we had this recorded in the last video also, but sadly technical
Hmm.
issues prevented us from speaking about
Hmm.
it. But yeah, what are the realistic ambitions for Arsenal this season? And I
Hmm.
feel, sometimes some things happen for a good. I think today is a more better
Yeah,
day to talk about
true.
this, like since the events that have
Hmm.
transpired.
Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah, honestly, since the City result and how now it's
Hmm.
close, but I will stick to my prediction that I don't think it's a do or die
Hmm.
season. I think we can. This team is young. I was
Hmm.
seeing a post just before this
Hmm.
recording. What Martinelli is 22, Saka is
Uh,
22, Saliba is 22, Magalhaes is 26, Odega, Rice is
hmm.
25, Odegaard is 25 or
Hmm.
24. Like, come on, that's really young.
Hmm.
Uh, they won't be reaching their peaks in another four
Hmm.
years, like most of these players.
True.
And even Magalhaes at 30 as a center back is nothing
Hmm.
nowadays.
Hmm.
So yeah, so yeah, I think there is time for this Arsenal
Hmm.
team. Um, and the realistically, I feel maybe we might win the title, maybe, but I think I don't
Clip
think
it, clip
it's
it, clip it,
I don't
clip
think
it. Salman said we might win the title. Clip it. I found the
I said might,
clip.
but 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 honestly, I don't know. I feel Liverpool I feel are going in that zone.
Hmm.
I feel they people thought Klopp announcement will put pressure, but I have not seen it till now in any of the games, to be
Hmm. Hmm.
honest. The Brentford were okay. They Brentford threatened a bit,
Hmm.
but they in the end they
Hmm.
blew away
Hmm.
Brentford. They handled Burnley even though they equalized. Burnley
Hmm.
equalized. So I feel the Arsenal game was kind of a one-off, and we were just too good in that game. Um,
Too good as in like the one
but
against Liverpool or like I didn't get you.
yeah, Arsenal
Okay,
versus
right.
Liverpool.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah. So it might not be a perfect reflection of the current
Hmm.
Liverpool team. Uh, it's going to be interesting. The Liverpool at versus City at Anfield is like
Yeah.
it's a huge
Yeah.
game. Like it's massive. I don't know what to expect
Hmm.
because I watched City
Hmm.
yesterday. Even with Kevin De Bruyne, I didn't feel them to be too menacing. I know City always turn up when it
Hmm.
matters and
Hmm.
all those
Hmm.
things are there, obviously. But I don't know. Something might felt off. I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe Chelsea.
Hmm.
Chelsea came to play and they played well.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I don't feel the same level of menace from City.
Hmm.
And we know City generally struggle at Anfield.
True.
So
Hmm.
it depends where the chips will fall in between this time.
Hmm.
Because if you see, if Liverpool keep winning and then they go and beat City
Hmm.
also, so that might not be really good for an Arsenal perspective.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, realistically, I don't feel we will win that. I hope we win, and I think we might win. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't see it. I feel in the end, Liverpool might nick it from us. I feel. But will that be a failure? There are a lot of fans who feel so,
Hmm.
but I do not feel
Hmm.
so.
Hmm.
I don't feel we're not winning the Premier League will be a
Hmm.
failure because I think we are still a young team. We are still growing. Our squad,
Hmm.
uh, you know, I don't really agree with a lot of commentators who say that our squad depth is good. I don't think
Hmm.
so. When you bring Eddie Nketiah and Reece against Burnley, it's
Hmm.
okay. It looks okay. Yeah, they're obviously better than Burnley
Hmm.
players, but you cannot bring Eddie Nketiah, Reece Nelson, and some of these players
Hmm.
against Liverpool City, even a United Chelsea.
Hmm.
It's not going to work in those games. So yeah, our squad depth is improving. We need a better striker maybe or a more clinical player up top.
Hmm.
So yeah, our team is growing.
Hmm.
We're still in the second year of being
Hmm.
competitive. So I don't think it's do or die to win the Premier League yet.
Hmm.
Um, Coming to Champions League, if someone asks me what is more realistic, us winning Premier League or us winning Champions
Hmm.
League, I'll probably say Champions League, even though it sounds delusional a bit, because yeah, we have not had a huge pedigree in the competition.
Okay.
But the point being, A, in Premier League, I think how many games are left? 15, around 15 to 14 games are left in Premier League.
Huh. With
And
25 weeks done, right? So I think 13 more. Yeah, 13 more. Yeah.
13 more
Hmm.
games. And in Champions League, you have to go on a run of seven
Hmm.
games. So what's more likely is maybe we go on a seven-game incredible
Hmm.
run. I feel it's more
Hmm.
likely. Second point being how the teams play in Champions League. We always see that we are very good against teams who will come and attack
Hmm.
us and who will not sit in the low block.
Hmm.
And in the Champions League, the only teams left who play the low block are Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid.
Atletico, huh?
Um, and one of them is going to go out because they're facing each other.
Hmm.
So, so yeah, when any team, it doesn't matter which team,
Hmm.
if any team comes and plays against us, we will play better than we play against a low block.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I feel those two factors uh, might play into our hand.
Hmm.
Uh, Plus, I feel that we have an element of surprise a bit in the Champions League because we haven't played in the Champions League for long,
Hmm.
and we haven't played many of these opposition in a long time.
Hmm.
With and we have only played them with our older
Hmm.
squads, not with a new squad. We have that element of surprise that maybe
Hmm.
this he's so good. Yeah, Saka is this good. Oh, Martinelli is like when teams. Yeah, obviously tapes exist. They watch matches,
Hmm.
highlights, and
Hmm.
all those
Hmm.
things. But yeah, I say in the on the pitch it's different. So
Hmm.
I feel that surprise might be there, and plus the luck of the draw. Maybe we got a good draw,
Hmm.
and then we saw last year that the Italian teams got a brilliant draw.
Hmm.
Like it could have been either Milan, Inter Milan, or Napoli. Anyone could have been in the
Hmm.
final. It was honestly, yeah. So that there are factors like that which make me feel that Champions League might be more realistic to win.
Okay.
Um, and I've said to you this also that mental barrier of passing the round of 16, and I think we might be golden
Hmm.
in the Champions League
Hmm. Hmm.
because once you pass that round of 16, okay, that hoodoo is broken, okay, the tie has been won,
Hmm.
then who's there to stop? Like I don't know what's there to like really stop
Hmm.
us because bar Real Madrid City, I don't think there's many clubs in that competition who are as good as us.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm not saying there are teams which we are better than most of the
Hmm.
teams, but I'm saying we are at the level of PSG, Bayern,
Hmm.
Dortmund, or Inter Milan. We're at their
Hmm.
level. We are not below them,
Hmm.
so we can beat them. So so that's what I feel. But again, I don't feel we are the favorites anyways to win the Champions
Hmm.
League. I feel City is the favorite to win Champions
Hmm.
League because I think they will repeat. To be honest, I don't think Real Madrid also feel that are better than them. So
Hmm.
I feel City will repeat as Champions
Hmm.
League winners. Um, but I honestly feel we can reach the semi-final. I honestly feel that. So and then if the draw falls our place, maybe we can reach the final. Uh, but yeah, I feel sadly to say, but I feel we will not win a trophy this season.
Hmm.
I think we will go trophyless, but I don't feel it's a do or die
Hmm.
situation. It's nothing to get panicked about.
Hmm.
It's still progress for me. If we, lose the title by 2 points, it's still progress. We lost it by 9 points last
Hmm.
year.
Hmm.
And then going a Champions League semi-final, if you ask that 3 seasons
Hmm.
ago to some Arsenal fan, they'd bite your hand off.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think these are my expectations for Arsenal this season.
Nice. I mean, like you came prepared on what you feel about. Yeah, that was some that was some moral from you, dude. That was something. I'm genuinely blown about the kind of confidence that you have about this team. Because my honest review is that I feel we won't win the Premier League, but we will fight better this season because the fact that we are not being chased, we are chasing. I think when we're chasing, the
Yeah,
pressure on
that's a good point.
exactly the fact that we're
Yeah,
chasing, the pressure is not on us. The pressure is on the team that needs to
yeah,
maintain that win streak so that they don't get chased down, or in other words, they don't get hunted down. Because you got City, probably the greatest hunters that are there presently in the Premier League. Like they've hunted down teams from like 10 point gaps, like us. I mean, like us, yeah, we're new to like fighting for the Premier League in recent times. But like the way that they hunted down Liverpool many times in the last 5 6 years, it's incredible. So Premier League expectations, we will finish in the top four. I feel it may not be second, it might be third, but that third is not like that the third guy who finishes with a huge gap. It's more like
Yeah,
a close third, like within like two
yeah.
three
Like
position.
I
Huh.
think,
Yeah. You see.
yeah. I was thinking about this
Hmm.
point. Yeah, it's like when Tuchel was at
Hmm.
Chelsea, they were always third, but they were much
Yeah.
behind. But not, but we were. I think even if we finish third, we'll be closer to,
Hmm.
uh, and not just in points in level to City
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
Liverpool.
Like the point gap between the three teams will be like so low. Like I think all three teams will finish within the 10 point range. Like from the top to the third, I think all of us will finish within the 10 point region. Is what I feel like, because presently like how we played against Burnley and like West Ham, and the other teams, and the way City at Etihad like crumbled today. It was like genuinely brought in some hope that okay, we might not, we might not have that much gap between the first and the third position. But for the Champions League, right? Call me delusional, or call me realistic, or call it the UCL magic. I do not know, but I feel until we face Real Madrid, we will be doing good. That could be in the
Yeah,
that could be in the next round. That could be in the semi-final. That could be in the final, or that could not be. That could be never in this entire season. I do not know, because I honestly like if you look at teams, Atletico, they're a low block team. We struggle against low block. Agreed. Inter Milan are a low block team. Lazio seems to be an attacking team. Okay, I think City is another danger team that we have that we need to face yet, because honestly we have not gotten any result at the Etihad. That could completely change this season. I do not know. So like if a team comes all out attacking against us, I think we have a chance. The moment they start going low block, I think we will have difficulties. But I guess we have to just trust Arteta in the way he's been playing the last few games, because the fluidity in the present team in the last 4 or 5 games was just immaculate. Like I've not seen, I've not seen us being so fluid or that. Like I don't know, like the way players are like interchanging the positions, like nobody knows who they're playing. So you can't honestly man mark or like do anything. You just have to be like zonal marking, where you have to like expect your defender uh to defend against that side of the pitch. You can't like expect them to mark a certain player, because you don't know where
yeah.
that certain player from Arsenal is going to play throughout the game. So yeah, you still, my hopeful and probably optimistic thinking is that unless we face Real Madrid and City, I think we will be safe to do very well in the UCL run that we are going on. But yeah, again, all of
Is that rule still there
hmm,
that the same leagues will not face till the final or semi-final? Is that rule still existing? I'm not
that
sure.
rule is very confusing, because sometimes I feel it is not true, sometimes I feel it is true. Like I do not know which season it has changed, or I don't know if it actually changed, or I might be remembering the rule completely wrong. I do not know. So I honestly think like my honest feeling is that unless we face City or Real Madrid, I think we will have a decent UCL run. It could mean that we win the UCL. It could also mean that we might be gone in the next round,
Yeah,
in the next round or the round after that, whenever we face Real Madrid or City. Yeah, Salman, did you find out the rule?
yeah, yeah. That rule exists only till the round of 16.
Round of 16. Okay.
So after the from quarter
Hmm.
final onwards, we can face the tickets.
And this is round
Hmm.
of 16. Oh,
Yeah, after this round,
after this,
if we win this round,
after this, we could
we
face
might we can face
City.
it.
Who knows? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because it makes sense because I think last year quarter final was Napoli Milan.
Uh-huh.
So it
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are my realistic expectations. Do I think that we will win a trophy? No. But do I think it is a failure? It will be a failure if we do not try hard till the end of the season, where we're still
Yeah.
pushing City and we're still pushing Liverpool while trying to fight for a title. Or in spite of having played so well in the Premier League and being so shit in the UCL, like example, like if you flop at Porto, whenever we're playing in the coming week, and doing only well against the low in the low teams in the Premier League, that is a failure. But do I want
Yeah.
Arteta to be sacked? Yeah, you are out of your mind to think that I want Arteta to be sacked. That is absolutely out of question.
That's why
There's no.
that's why I've said that that Porto game away is a big game in Arsenal's recent history.
Hmm.
Because as you said, being only good in Premier League and being absolute crap in Champions League will not work this season.
Hmm.
I feel it will not show progress. Yeah. So
Exactly.
I agree that. if we push for both the titles
Mm.
and come up short, it's not a failure. But if we go out meekly,
Mm.
yeah, then it's failure. But again, I don't think Arteta is sacked even if we go out meekly. It's he deserves time and he's earned the
Yeah,
time.
facts,
Yeah.
facts, facts. Well, that is our honest opinions about the hot take that we have for this week. That is, we were discussing what are the realistic expectations for Arsenal in this present season. Well, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you think that we are right, do like our content. If you have other opinions, do comment whatever you think in the comment section. And if you're new here, do subscribe to the channel because we will be posting every Arsenal game week, every time that Arsenal have been immense in the Premier League, in the UCL, inshallah next season, all the competitions that we are facing. Let's go to the most exciting segment that we think we have in our Dial Square Football Show. That is the match predictions for Game Week 26. Game Week 25 is not yet done. Remember that it's we still have another game for City. We still have another game for Liverpool. We have United playing against Luton as well. So yeah, there's a whole lot of games to go for this Game Week 25. But since Arsenal are done and looking at how City are playing so far, it's really concerning. But yeah, it's very exciting times for the Premier League. Anyways, next season, I'm sorry, not next season, my next idiot. The next week we have a huge game. It's the London Derby, Chelsea versus Tottenham at Stamford Bridge. What are your predictions? What are your honest predictions?
I don't know. The way Chelsea played against City, they go and play like that. They have all the chance of beating
Hmm.
Tottenham. Tottenham were not great against
Hmm.
Wolves, but the I watched the highlights. I felt it was more of like Tottenham not able to break down Wolves and Wolves hitting on the counter
Hmm.
in the end to get that second
Hmm.
goal. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel Tottenham has not had a great record at Stamford Bridge, and I feel Chelsea's. Last three games they have been good. So it's good. It's we should point that out that they have been playing
Hmm.
good in the last three games. They're getting a bit of
Hmm.
momentum. I'm going for a two-all draw. I feel both defenses are not great, but I feel Tottenham has enough talent to take a draw at Stamford Bridge.
2-all draw.
Mm.
That is not a bad prediction, to be honest. Like, the way Chelsea played was completely counter-attack. Was they effective? Yeah, you could say because they scored one goal. But the way Jackson played today, uh, yeah, Jackson could have won the game for Chelsea today by himself. Like, had he taken his chances properly or had he made those runs properly, he could have scored at least a brace today at the Etihad. But yeah, um, honestly, I won't be surprised if Tottenham win because they're kind of team that loses or draws against some stupid team or like in a stupid way, and then they'll come and win the next game in a fantastic way
Yeah.
and a fantastic with so much flair. Like you'll forget it's Tottenham and you'll think it's like Real Madrid or something. So you know what? For that sake, I will go with a Tottenham win. It'll be a 1-2 Tottenham. Next game.
Okay.
Next game. Uh, it is Manchester United versus Fulham. We still do not know how United will play against Luton. That is still a mystery for us because that is yet to happen. So, what are your predictions for Manchester United versus Fulham at Old Trafford?
A 3-1 to United. United has been playing good.
3-1.
Fulham,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Fulham is like those typical mid-table team. Like yeah, they can have their day and they can be really good, like they had against us.
Mm-hmm.
But then generally they're not really great.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think 3-1 United.
3-1.
Mm.
Nice. Fair. Um, I, since I predicted that Luton versus United will be a draw, I will be kind to them, and also for the fact since it's at Old Trafford, I think it will be United win. I think it'll be like more like a 3-0 because this game week is after when after all the UCL first round is done of the round of 16, and generally the kind of shit that United fans will go through or this kind of media pressure that United will have during this entire week, I think will motivate them to show that okay, they deserve to play in the UCL in the coming season. So that is why which makes absolutely no rational sense on why why that makes sense why United will win. But yeah, I just had to come up with some reason why United will win. So I think it'll be a 3-0 to United. Uh, in the upcoming game week, we do not have Liverpool playing. They have a double game week in the present one, so they won't be playing this coming week. I think they have the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea, if I'm not wrong, or
But
or
we
Europa.
can predict the next coming game of Liverpool.
Game week 27.
No, no, no. 25 only. Liverpool versus.
Okay, we can do
Uh,
that. Yeah, we can talk about yeah Liverpool's game, which is Liverpool versus Luton at Anfield. What are your predictions?
yeah, it's difficult. Going to Anfield
Hmm.
is difficult for Luton.
Hmm.
They almost won at away. Luton almost won at their home
Hmm.
in the same
Hmm.
fixture.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think Liverpool will win comfortably. 3-0 Liverpool.
I predicted a same 3-0 for Liverpool as well. Uh, the game, Bournemouth versus City. I think it's a straightforward win for City. I think it will be a 2-0. I actually go with a 0-3. City will win 3-0.
Bournemouth has been playing good this season because I kind of saw the
Hmm.
highlights and some snippets of their game
Hmm.
at St James's Park. They were really good.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, I feel they'll score.
Okay.
I think it won't be that easy for
Hmm.
City. I think 1-2. 1-2.
1-2. Okay.
I think
Hmm.
it'll be a tight game. Yeah, I think Bournemouth will trouble them a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And our next game in the Premier League, the game where we went to Newcastle's home and we felt we were robbed. This time Newcastle coming to the Emirates. Inform
It's been
Arsenal.
much
Yeah,
anticipated
inform
by a lot
Arsenal.
of Arsenal.
Exactly. We don't know how the Portugal game will go. Probably it'll go good. Probably it'll go sideways. We don't know. What are your honest predictions for Arsenal versus Newcastle at the Emirates?
At the Emirates is the main
Yeah.
factor there. I think I don't. I Newcastle is one of those teams who will always trouble
Hmm.
us. It doesn't matter which what team they have, and like
Hmm.
yeah, they're a good
Hmm.
team. They're physical.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, but we have been really good defensively recently.
Hmm.
Uh, so I don't think Newcastle will score. I feel we'll keep a clean sheet.
Hmm.
But will we score a lot of goals? I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it'll be 2-0.
2-0.
I think 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0.
Yeah.
I feel it'll be much tighter and it'll be a 1-0. I don't know why I
Mm,
feel it's going to be a 1-0. I honestly don't know why it's going to be a 1-0. Yeah, we've been informed. We've been scoring what 3, 4.
yeah.
Sorry,
No,
three,
but
five, six.
it's not
It's
it's
not
not an
going to be
easy
easy
game.
for sure.
If it was Newcastle around 1 month ago when they were totally injury
Uh-huh.
like dead
True,
almost,
true.
then I would say okay maybe
Hmm,
we'll
hmm,
win
hmm,
2-0, 3-0, 4-0. But I think now I think it'll be 2-0. I think we'll score one middle around early and
hmm.
then one in the ending, but it'll be a tight game.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, I still if it's going to be a 1-0 game to the Arsenal. Well, those are our game week 26 predictions. Let us. I want you guys to comment down below to let us know what are your predictions for this for the upcoming game week. If you have other opinions that you want us to discuss about in the upcoming episode, do let us know in the comment section or do DM me about it so that we can discuss about it in the upcoming episode. Anyways, it's been a great recording. This is a new format. We are really happy with what we're doing right now. We hope to improve a lot. A huge news is that we have hit the 200 subscribers by before the end of February. Thank you so much. I thought it would be difficult to do that because I felt I was low on energy or I was kind of lacking on content. But I guess I just have to keep grinding and keep doing the right thing. Thank you so much for all the subscribers who have already done it to bring it to 200. We are on the road to 500. That is the first point of monetization, and then 1,000, and then probably for the big bags 1 million. Anyways, small steps for big dreams. It's been a great recording. It's been a great show. Thank you so much, Salman. I will see you guys again
Thank you
next
everyone.
game week. Bye bye.
Bye.